Good morning, everybody on YouTube. This is Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Today, we're working on a Quasar VR-1000. This is a very unique machine with a very large hub for the videotape, very large cassette, very small video head drum. This is a very unique machine. It's very similar to like the Cartravision machines. They had a big hub as well. Not, different type of cassette, but it's very similar to that. But anyways, this is a VR-1000. It's a very, very rare machine. And boy, oh boy, was this thing a wreck. It's not really hard to understand how to fix one of these. These are relatively simple, very simple mechanism, very simple drive, connection, that type of thing. Well, first of all, there's a lot of problems on this machine you got to really address. The slide arm. When you have this thing in the eject position, you put the tape in and you slide it over. There's a gear down here that has to engage to slide this little mechanism over so that you rewind, play, and fast forward connections or for your buttons work. This thing has to be fixed. The thing was really bent from people trying to force tapes because they were probably jamming. A little mechanism right there. I had to take it out, re-grease it, bend it back in place so when it slides all the way over, the buttons actually work. As you can see, I'm checking it out. We're getting the rewind, making sure the rewind. I put a brand new tire, brand new belts, fixing all the broken, jammed situations with this deck. This deck is really interesting because whoever had this deck jammed tapes in it and they were forcing things, and I had to fix a lot of the metal parts, especially the slide rule that goes all the way over and ejects your tape and comes all the way over and engages this mechanism here so that fast forward, rewind, and the buttons work. That was all messed up. And on top of it, had to replace a lot of belts on the bottom. I was doing a lot of mix and matching. This belt right here, this V belt, was really the problem, but I did happen to have one that worked. This V-belt basically stretches out and molds into like a bumpy type of thing from sitting, and it just doesn't work very well. So I had to replace that belt. Had to replace the belts on the bottom. I did temporarily place a tape in here to try to play it. It's very sticky, but we are getting video and we are getting color. So I know this thing will play fine. It's just the tape. That particular tape was very sticky. This was sitting in a very, very poor storage area in different climates. I don't know where the heck this thing came out of, but that tape was so sticky it's not even funny. Had a hard time trying to drag through the machine. Very big indicator that the tape needs to be baked and cleaned if possible, because it could not get the tape through the machine, but it did play video, was kind of jumping around here and there, and the video did play. Did get audio out of it, and incidentally, it's a rare soap opera, people. So if you guys are soap opera fans, these people included a tape that's a soap opera tape that's from right off television. It looks like it's complete. So I'm gonna transfer that tape and upload it on my YouTube page for you soap opera fans. Might have to put it on the other site, but we did find a rare soap opera program. Just to let everybody know, it was recorded on this Cartravision tape that came with this machine. When I was playing it, doing it a test, it definitely is a soap opera. So we will get to that tape when we get to it. I am currently baking it right now. That tape is very, very sticky. It was left in the machine in very, very poor storage somewhere. I don't know where this thing was stored at. Very funky. Belts were all gooey. I had to change every belt on this machine. Had to clean the aluminum spindles on this thing. Oh my God, the gooiness of these belts were just unbelievable. So I got all the belts changed out, cleaned the video head, had another roller. This roller was kind of funky, but I did happen to have a new one. Didn't even realize it, that I brought from my service department when I used to work in Chicago, and it was an exact replacement, brand new. Put a brand new roller in there, and anyways, this thing does work. I was pretty amazed. It plays color, plays audio. It does work. Once I get all the adjustments made on the carriage, I just got done fixing the carriage issue. Bad spring. It was kind of bent out of spot. I had to rebend it back in place to get it back in alignment. We'll be putting that carriage back in, but I'm just checking the rewind right now. This is working really well, actually. As you can see, I put a brand new tire on there, had a whole slew of tires, a whole slew of parts for these things, fuses, belts, of course. This is the loading carriage, which I have out of the unit right now. My garage is sort of a huge mess right now. I got stuff everywhere. And people ask me about belts. Yeah, you could say I got a lot of belts. Something probably around 10,000 belts or more. So yeah, finding a belt, I had to sift through all this stuff. On that one belt, I had the correct sizes on all the other ones. This is the actual drum belt, and I have like 10 of them, or more. So I had to go through all my belts and just start going through all this stuff. And like you say, guys, this is a really, really amazing machine. This is where I got it at this point. Next few days will tell. I'm going to get that tape out of baking so I can actually get it freed up again so we can try to get it to play through the unit. So we're making incredible progress on this Quasar VR-1000. Hope you enjoyed this video.